Listen up, Martinez Security M42 Squadron. This is your company leader, Frederick Burford. Here's your briefing for the upcoming mission. It's a joint military show with the 7th Fleet and SDF in the Pacific near the Midway Islands. Martinez Security has been given special permission to take part in this military exhibition. This is almost unheard of for a private military company, which speaks well of our reputation. But I don't intend on being satisfied with just that. Show them exactly how good we are. We also have a new pilot joining the M42, call sign Antares. They say he's a great pilot with military background. I hope we can put his skills to good use. That's all. Prepare to deploy.
Antares Squadron, launch. Call sign Antares, do you copy? This is Burford of AWACS Canopus. This will be the first time we'll be working with you, so I'm eager to see what you've got.
Hi, Antares. My name is Kyoko Hazawa, and I will be your control operator. This is just a training drill, but don't let your guard down. You'll take part in a combat simulation against 5 UAVs. There won't be any surprises in this mission. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Hey.
Captain Plemani, what can I do for you?
Mission briefs are supposed to be brief. How much hand-holding do we need to do?
Easy there, Roger 1.
Enough talk. Let's go.
Let's start with the basics. Lock onto a bandit and destroy it with a missile. Now fire a missile. When the container is red, you're locked on target.
Bandit down!
On to the next.
More bandits confirmed.
Get the bandit in firing range. Lock on and fire a missile.
Wants to ease off the throttle.
UAV has been destroyed. Proceeding to next stage.
Yo, it's Harry. Nice flying there. I'm Daniel Aruma of the Rifle Squadron. Pleased to meet you.
Of course, the opera is good. Think about his background.
That was Farid Gaviria. He could be annoying, but he's got skills.
Alright, you'll now be up against multiple bandits. However, your target will be the fighter labeled TGT on your sight. Toggle between targets and attack the bandit with the TGT mark.
Target down. Things are proceeding well. Moving you on to the next stage.
Took you long enough, Antares?
Hey now, Toya. No need to get into space.
Lieutenant Kiriakov, this is a mission like any other.
Understood.
Bandit has entered combat zone, but it's currently outside of radar detection. Switch radar to combat airspace.
Antares, radar switched.
Target has excellent mobility. Standard missiles won't work for this one. Switch weapons and use QAMs to chase the bandit down.
What are you waiting for? Attack!
are scheduled for a joint training session with the 7th Fleet and Self-Defense Forces.
Berber, to the east.
Huh? What's that?
No response on ISF. Bogies incoming, possibly hostile.
To all airborne M42 units, we've got company. Unidentified armed forces have entered our airspace. Their main force is heading west, but a number of them are engaging our allies here. We've ID'd these bogies as bandits. 7th Fleet has asked us to eliminate them. Shoot down all unknown aircraft.
Hey, rookie, don't slow us down. Let's go.
All units, 3, engage. Shoot down all unknown aircraft. All Allied units, do not let those bandits escape. Where did any hostile go? All crew, disengage. What's the status report on our main squad? Let's finish this and rendezvous back with them.
Armament 2 is running low. Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Just a little warm-up before the main event. Just try and get me. I'm serious. Is there just...
No enemies in sight.
All bandits down. Good work. The 7th Fleet and Self-Defense Forces have not taken substantial damage either. And Terrace, you did good out there. We're grateful to have you on our team. But just where did those bandits come from?
Colonel, incoming transmission.
What? We just received word from the 7th Fleet. The bandits are heading towards Japan. They're planning on hitting Tokyo. We need to rendezvous with the 7th Fleet and help defend the capital.
Things took a nasty turn for your first mission, but you handled yourself well. Both Rigel and Antera Squadron, good work. However, hostiles are headed for Tokyo. We can't rest on our laurels here. We need to stop them from reaching their destination. This is an emergency sortie. I'll keep the briefing short. The unknown armed force is already in Tokyo airspace. SDF have engaged them, but the situation looks bad. We are to participate in the defense of Tokyo under the command of the 7th Fleet. You might find the next piece of intel a little hard to believe. Hostiles have deployed a large aircraft with heavy firepower. It's the sole reason for the SDF's troubles. We must fly north from Tokyo Bay and draw the main force away from the city. Watch out for bandits. Rigel Squadron, Antera Squadron, be alert out there. That is all. Now get going.
Antera Squadron, launch.
Refueling complete. Off you go.
The enemy's already above Tokyo. All units, confirm targets and fire at will. Antera Squadron, do you have visual? Hostiles have some sort of airborne base, one of considerable size. Casualties are spreading in Tokyo. We need to disable that base before the next onslaught. It has a high-output cannon and anti-air weaponry all across its surface.
Not a problem. A bigger target just makes it easier to hit.
The main cannon appears to require a substantial amount of energy to fire. The rear heat vent is vulnerable while it recharges. That's our chance to strike. The MPG at the top right of your HUD displays the time before the main cannon's next attack. Disable their cannon before the gauge hits zero.
Listen up. We need to stop that thing from firing again. I don't care what it takes.
Naval bridge has been sealed off. Where are the reinforcements? We need them now. Show them the power of the Spiritus. Ready the main cannon. Yes, sir. It's loaded and recharging. Time to show
Hostiles started recharging the main cannon. Attack the rear heat vent now. Attack the rear vent. Do you have visual? Hostiles have some sort of airborne base, one of considerable size. Casualties are spreading in Tokyo. We need to disable that base before the next onslaught. It has a high-output cannon and anti-air weaponry all across its surface.
The main cannon appears to require a substantial amount of energy to fire. The rear heat vent is vulnerable while it recharges. That's our chance to strike. The MPG at the top right of your HUD displays the time before the main cannon's next attack. Disable their cannon before the gauge hits 0.
Listen up. We need to stop that thing from firing again. I don't care what it takes. Started recharging the main cannon. Attack the rear heat vent now. Keep clear of the main hostile. A fighter can't hope to survive a collision. secure.
Airborne enemy base is retreating.
They're retreating! We did it! We won!
Rigel Squadron, Antares Squadron, good work.
Tokyo Harbor took a major hit, but we eliminated enemy aircraft and drove away their main force. You did well, regardless of the tough situation. My thanks, Rigel Squadron, Antares Squadron. However, the large aircraft seems to carry stealth capabilities. We lost visual off the Izu Islands. We don't know what they want, but there is every possibility that they will attack Tokyo again. Both squadrons are to remain on standby at Condition Yellow.